everybody, welcome back to Boxing Notes. My name is Tyler, aka the Boxing Style, and today I'm going to be talking about Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 5, Hold the Door. Honestly, my score for this episode went down so far the more I thought about it. Initially, I started at somewhere around a 7.5, and it went to 7, and now it's sitting at a 6.5, and I'm going to tell you why. So we start off at the wall with Sansa getting a letter from Littlefinger, pretty much saying, "Hey Sansa, I'm close by. Come talk to me." And Sansa's like, "So did you know that you made me marry a rapist and a psychopath?" And Littlefinger's like, "I mean, sort of. Like, I didn't know he was crazy, but I did know he had a flayed man on his banner, so he had to be slightly crazy." And then Sansa's like, "Okay, well, fuck you, never gonna talk again." And yeah, that was about the extent of that. Jon and Sansa have decided to go house to house, and not like how you do in Pokemon, or like with fundraising, but more like I guess castle to castle rather, and try and just garner support for their cause in defeating the Boltons, because they really want to fight the Boltons and beat them. So yeah, they've gone off to do that, and Tormund is still hitting on Brienne. I don't think that's going anywhere, and it's weird that they added it to the show, honestly, from my point of view. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. It's funny sometimes, I guess, you know, it's got its moments, but whatever. It's not really necessary. Yeah, next we move on to the Kingsmoot in the Iron Islands on Pike, and okay, so turns out I was wrong. I thought that the Kingsmoot would be more down the line, like episodes like 6 or 7, but nope, it was this one, and I actually didn't mind the scene. There was good moments from Alfie Allen, who plays Theon, I really liked, where he could, because you know Theon from like the first couple of seasons, he totally would have just taken that like Salt Throne just right away. But instead, he decides, like, you know what, I might be Balon's only living son, but I ain't the right person to lead this place. I was dumb enough to take a castle that I couldn't even hold and then get my balls chopped off by a psychopath and then become his lapdog named Reek. So, you know what? Give it to my sister, because she's clearly smarter. She's fought with you guys, right? She's got that Ironborn blood, that Ironborn lifestyle experience, you know? And then Euron showed up and was like, "Hey, you have no balls, and you have no balls. I'm going to be king now." And then everyone's like, "Yeah, penis! Yeah!" Pretty much. So, I mean, I didn't like it just because of that, essentially. That one bit right there. And I don't think Euron was played to the best, honestly. The actor who plays him sounds kind of Danish-y, or Dutch, one of those, somewhere in that region. And I mean, while all the other Ironborn sound vaguely like Welsh, Irish, British type guys, it almost feels like there's no effort made. I mean, Nikolai Coster-Waldau, who plays Jaime Lannister, is Danish, but he at least sounds like he's trying to be British, right? Like, I mean, maybe not full on, but you know, he's at least making an effort, and that's something. So, yeah, it was really, his accent just took me right out of it. But I do have one question about the Kingsmoot. What the hell happens if they drown? Has anybody ever thought of this? Because I know a lot of weird shit happened in like in the Middle Ages, in medieval time, but essentially, Euron gets drowned in the sea, pretty much, and then they, like, wait for him to, I guess, sort of wake up, but there's no CPR or anything. He's just supposed to cough up water and live. But that makes me think, what do we do if they drown? Because Theon and his sister have dipped now because Euron is king. So, yeah, what if he died? What if he just died there? Do we just get a new king? Is that it? I don't know, like, shit, what do we do? So, yeah, that part seems pretty stupid, but, I mean, I don't know. The Ironborn are doing their thing, so, it wasn't terrible at least, so we'll see what goes on there. Next we cut across the narrow sea to Daenerys, who is just kind of walking with her new Khalasar now back to Meereen, and then Jorah tells her, hey, I have grayscale and I'm dying. And then she's like, well, okay, go get yourself cured then, I guess. Go find the cure to this unfortunate disease that you have. And she seemed like she felt really sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him at all. If he just, like, pissed off when she told him to, he probably would have lived, I guess. I don't know, but I guess that's what happens when you're totally whipped on a person. But yeah, that's essentially what happened there. There was nothing else, pretty much. Bran's storyline pretty much takes up the rest of this entire episode, and what we see is him warging into the past and seeing that the children of the forest are the ones who made the White Walkers, and now they're trying to fight the White Walkers. So Bran's like, why'd you make the White Walkers if you're trying to kill them now? And she's like, and what's it, Leaf, I believe her name is, who was one of the children of the forest, is just like, we made them to fight you because men were evil and they were destroying everything. So essentially, pretty much just imagine you made a nuclear bomb and then it turned on you. So, I don't know. That's essentially the situation. But then Bran, stupidly, he goes and wargs into the tree, and then he sees, like, the White Walker army, and as it turns out, no, you're not just viewing events that are going on. You can actually be there at the same time, and the White Walker, the Night's King, grabs Bran and marks him, essentially. So, yeah, pretty much he can get into the cave now, and they're all coming for them, and now Bran's got to run. So, essentially, cut a few scenes, and now we're at the part where the White Walkers invade on the place. The children of the forest try to keep them out as best they can, but the White Walkers end up coming in and wrecking life for most people. The Three-Eyed Raven, Max von Sydow's character, dies, which, I don't know, I mean, sure, fine, cool. We got a lot of deaths, actually. Leaf is dead, and so are the rest of the children of the forest. I think a couple of White Walkers died. Yeah, there's, the wolf died, Summer, is dead, and when I watched it die, I was like, no, why? What the hell? Like, they just seem to keep killing off all the wolves, and I think it's mostly because, of the fact that they don't have the money in the budget anymore, it seems, to CGI the wolves, so yeah, that's pretty dumb. And then we finally get to the part where we see why the episode is called Hold the Door, and it is because Bran sent his consciousness back in time to seizure out Hodor until he ended up he just stopped being Willis, and yeah. Pretty much, it started out as Hold the Door, and then it went to Ho the Door, because English is hard, so let's simplify it. And then it just was like, you know what? Screw prepositions. Hodor. Hodor. And, well, he held the door. And a lot of people were like, yeah, you know, Hodor had his great sacrifice, right? He held the door, and it's like, did he have a great sacrifice, or did Bran seizure him out and screw him over for life? He turned him into a Pokemon man and then left him to hold a door against a bunch of whites that were trying to kill them, and then he died. I feel like Hodor got royally screwed over here. Anyways, yeah, that was pretty much the episode. Very underwhelming. Personally, 6.5 out of 10. I did not enjoy this one, and I hope that it's better next week. Yeah. Anyways, like the video if you did. I appreciate that, as always. Subscribe to the channel if you are not already, and if you want to see more content, share the video with your friends if they like Game of Thrones as well, or they just want to see some awesome reviews. Yep. And as usual, you can click up at the tops for the next review, which is over here, and the previous review, which is over here. No, wait, other side. So next and previous. And I'm also going to be putting those down in the description below for my mobile friends, because I just kind of realized recently that you can't do that on your phone. So description below, next review, and the last review. And I will see you guys next time with another review of the next episode, Season 6, Episode 6 of Game of Thrones. Bye, guys. See ya.